My name is Melissa Hozik. I'm the adult programming librarian at the East Brunswick Public Library. East Brunswick Public Library held its first hybrid program in 2018, way before it was cool. It was a program that we streamed on Facebook Live using open broadcasting software, and it was called Human Rights in the 21st Century. We'll be sharing our slides at the end. You gotta click on the video and get a sense of what that looked like. So we've been doing it and playing around with it for a while, and it really is here to stay. It's not scary, as Lynette said. We have people who attend programs from all over the world. They may have moved away. They may have never stepped foot in our library, but they are our library users in a way. So maybe it's time to give it a shot. Right now, the programs that we offer hybrid at EBPL are our Crafter Dark Meetup. It is not instruction. Instruction really, as Lynette said, doesn't always work as well when people are in different places from the instructor because there really is that hands-on time. So ours is a more informal meetup. We have lectures and webinars, kinds of things like this. We also have our trivia nights with our host being on site and attendees being everywhere. For the Crafter Dark Meetup and the trivia nights, we do not record them because they are a little bit more interactive, and some people, going through privacy and releases and all that, it doesn't necessarily work the same way. If people want to see the questions and they've missed the event, we'll send the slides to them. So Lynette had talked about what they use, which is the OWL. We have two different setups here. We have an OWL and we have a cart that I have frankened together. The Meeting OWL Pro camera, literally right out of the box, you plug it in, your computer sees it, and it follows. And then the custom cart, which I'm coming at you from today, we have someone in the room. I'm showing this as a hybrid program. It is a one-time setup. I find it pretty easy to use. I haven't been training anyone else really on it yet, but it's pretty straightforward. So I recorded a demo of the OWL working in our meeting rooms. It's one of our smaller reading rooms. It seats 75 in theater seating. So hopefully you can hear.
The East Brunswick Public Library has a Meeting OWL Pro camera, which we use for some types of hybrid programming. We either place the OWL Pro camera on a table or on a tripod, as shown here. It then connects via a USB cable into our library's laptops. Zoom recognizes the camera for both the microphone and the video. Here is a demonstration of EBPL's OWL in use.
Hey everyone, my name is Melissa Hozik and I'm the adult programming librarian here at the East Brunswick Public Library. I am recording a demonstration on our OWL Pro camera. It is a 360-degree camera with video and with microphones, so people inside a room can have collaborative sessions with people who are online. It follows the speaker, so the camera will move when someone's having a discussion and focus on them naturally. I have my room set up here actually for a Crafter Dark class where some people will be here in person and some people will be on Zoom. Camera is a great way of being able to capture everyone in a collaborative environment. So this is good for meetings, discussions, and even for lectures if you're not caring as much about the video quality. I am speaking in more of my presentation voice, so I am projecting a little bit, but I want to make sure that you can hear me clearly. So thinking about spacing it when you're using the camera will be important consideration. We have one of the larger capacity OWLs, so it can reach a little bit further out. That comes down to pricing and what you need for your space. I built a cart. It's pretty straightforward. We use the library's laptop or the presenter's laptop can pop right in. We have a USB hub. It's an adjustable height cart because, some of us are really short and some presenters are really tall and we want to have the video, have people in the right frame. We currently on this have a web camera, and you can get a little bit better video quality. I'll show an example in a bit. Or you can use the laptop's internal camera because you do have it higher up. That's already built on. That would remove the cost. I am using this ring light holder. It makes for a better quality image, and you'll see why in a minute. Right now, I am using the lavalier microphone. It helps control the audio. You're not pulling up on the laptop audio or on the webcams. I can be heard a little bit more clearly and not pick up if someone coughs in the background or is speaking out of turn. I have a little demonstration of the cart. That does look kind of like an alien a little bit. I'm staring at eyes at the moment, but here we go.
East Brunswick Public Library created a hybrid cart to help make hybrid programming easier for staff and presenters.
It is adjustable height with a webcam, lights, surge protector, and USB hub. We always try to use a backdrop to improve image quality for those attending online. Here's a demonstration of the cart in action for in-person attendees during our rain barrel workshop in 2022.
Older appliances will use much more water than newer appliances. So if you look for EPA WaterSense logos, they're more energy efficient. Rain barrels also help.
This is a demonstration of the cart in action for virtual attendees on Zoom. This is EBPL's hybrid setup using the internal camera and the internal microphone. This is EBPL's hybrid setup using the internal webcam, the internal microphone, and the lights. This is EBPL's hybrid setup using the webcam and the webcam's microphone. This is EBPL's hybrid setup using the external webcam, external microphone, and lights. This is EBPL's hybrid setup using the external webcam, a lavalier microphone, and the lights. We use different platforms, 2 different platforms usually for when we're doing hybrid programming. We use Zoom, which people are the most comfortable with, at least in our community. It does have more limited access because you have to go through registration and steps. We did have a bad actor recently come into Zoom. Having that extra step sometimes is a benefit, and it's really great for lectures and workshops. We also stream. I know that some libraries, I believe you're going to be hearing about South Plainfield, uses Facebook Live. We use a setup called StreamYard. It's like OBS, but it's paid and a little bit easier to use. We use it for lectures, Q&A. We have a much wider audience reach because we can stream to Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch all at the same time. It is a newer platform. The version we use is paid. And also it automatically records because, as we know, sometimes we forget to hit record during a presentation. I want to talk a little bit about recorded programs. We have a YouTube channel. We founded it before the pandemic, but we really started to utilize it in 2020. In 2021, we had over 100,000 views with over 12,000 watch hours. We have more recordings viewed than live attendees. So when you have the opportunity, consider recording your programs. We only do it when we have presenters on screen to avoid the privacy issues and releases. Discussions aren't necessarily the best. And some presenters, Lynette had mentioned, they'll charge extra. Some will allow limited access for 3 to 5 days of their presentation being viewed on a recording. If you have the video unlisted and people have to access it through your website, and then you disable it. I have some resources that are on my slides. There was an amazing presentation at PLA 2022 I attended virtually calling Creating Meaningful Connections Within a Hybrid Environment. It was led by one of the librarians at Somerset County Library System. This morning, if you get the programming librarian email, there was a whole new section and presentation on exploring hybrid programs. Yes, this is a timely topic. I was part of a webinar last year, or was it earlier this year? It's all blurring. Library Link had a Lights, Camera, Action webinar about how to improve Zoom in your video game, which is a component of hybrid programming. And Andrew Easton at Plainfield had done a demonstration of OBS if you want to dip your toe into more video and streaming options. So you can reach me by email. I'm on LinkedIn. You can listen to our podcast, blink, blink.